Hello everyone, welcome back to Eyezzzick Games. I'm Eyezzzick here with another ARC video, and today we'll be covering another dino, the Managamr. Now, I kind of relate them to the rock drakes or the wyverns. They're like a half glider, half flying hybrid. They're a very unique dino. I like to use them in PvP, and frankly, I like to just run around on them and have a good time. So you can find them on the map Extinction in the northeast winter section of the map. That's where I like to go and get them. They're fairly easy to get. I usually just lay down a couple of bear traps or big bear traps and let them fly into it and then shoot them from there. But if you want a video on how to get them and going over a couple different strategies you can use to get them, I'm more than willing to do that. But for this video, we'll just cover what they are. So with this dino, first and foremost, you're going to want to put the majority of your levels of this dino into stamina because all of their abilities rely on stamina. So you're going to need quite a bit of it for them to be useful. Now, I'm not even running here, and you can see it's quite the fast mount. See, now I'm running, so it is quite a quick mount to get around on the land. And just to cover while we're on the ground here, it has, obviously, its normal swipe attacks, which does quite a bit of damage. But what a lot of people use this for when attacking other dinos, and especially in PvP, is its right-click ability, which is a freeze ray. It doesn't do much damage, but it does freeze the dinos, as you see here it did to them. And the only caveat with this is when the dino does unfreeze, here in a couple seconds, you'll notice that when I try to freeze it again, it doesn't really freeze. It'll kind of have a cooldown. It'll slow it down a bit, but it won't completely freeze it. So just be aware of that. Now just hopping right into flying. When you hit the spacebar or whatever your controller equivalent is, you will kind of do a jet propulsion into the air. And you can keep jetting into the air, and then you will slowly fall. But each one of those times where you jump is going to cost you a significant amount of stamina. So this is where all of that stamina is going to go, and why I recommend you just put all of your levels into that. So when you are in the air, you can kind of just glide forward. You can hit the W button to jet forward. You can hit A and D to kind of jet left and right to avoid incoming attacks. And obviously there's one more thing where when you're in the air, you can left click and do a dive and a slam down onto the ground. You can kind of use that to kind of do quick diving motions and attacks in and out of range of people who are trying to hit you or wild dinos. And you can use this to get away fairly quickly. But you'll see here I'm out of stamina, so you're going to want to keep a close eye at all times on your stamina and probably have a good bit of meat on you to refill that hunger. The last thing with the Managamr is when you are up in the air, if you try to use your attack ability, you can kind of glide in the air at the same time. So you just kind of hover there for a little bit. So we'll land here, regain some stamina, and then give you an example. But so this should be enough. If you're up in the air and then you right click, you'll see here that I'll just kind of glide towards whichever direction that I was currently facing. Obviously, it's very slow and it uses an enormous amount of stamina. So just use it to get over, I don't know, lava patches or something if you're going to land in there. I don't ever really use the ability, but it is useful. And you can kind of sometimes hit people with the freeze ray when you are up in the air. So it can be a good PvP strategy. But I really do just like to run around on them. They're very fast. They're very versatile. And it is fun to just like jet across the entire map real quick with its diving ability. So that's pretty much the Managamr in a nutshell. If you want a video of me catching the Managamr, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And anything else you guys want me to cover, other dinos, other tips and tricks, go ahead and leave those comments down below. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video.